Week 16 of the NFL. And we'll see Evan Ingram. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Jaguars and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south.
Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Red on the red.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another toe for Etienne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Etienne up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The numbers for White a week ago. 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And this is caught inside the 5. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin Lloyd, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's lapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. ETN once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Etienne. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. First down, Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mayfield to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield with it once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. He's now 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin Lloyd. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
On On second down, ETN once more. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 26. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Lawrence on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucks defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Shoves him away. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
First down, here's White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And ETN going to have a Jags first down as the tackle made up near the 35. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 36. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Hey, easy. Route.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And Godwin going to have a Bucks first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield staying on his feet. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 17-yard line.
They run the draw play. This is White. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll go again with Etienne. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 34-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, Etienne once more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. With the Bucks offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Otten, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
All right, let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Easy, read him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 26 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Foye Aluakon finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Regular.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cannon Farley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Real.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cannon Farley. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now Mayfield and the Bucks come up on first and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chad Muma in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags continue to pour it on here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Easy.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Mayfield looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That is caught. Mike Evans, he's going to go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second down, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline Some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend it.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. 2nd and 10. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's got Otten on the out route. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a blowout supported by